Hi there, Z here again, and for those of you who don't know, there's a couple different ways. I'm going to do a little bit of a commentary video here, and for those of you who subscribe, because I know that I've had a few subscribers since the last time I did this, there's a couple different things that happen here. I get drunk, and I start saying shit to people that I shouldn't say shit to. I make an ass of myself. I fall asleep. I wake up the next morning. I have text evidence or Facebook evidence showing that I was kind of a piece of shit, and I say, oh shit, I'm gonna have to talk to Aunt Myrna now because I fucked up again. And then there's times where I drink, I have an introspective night, I think about things that I don't typically do, and then I go home and I go to sleep. This is one of those nights. I went to a concert. It's a Def Leppard concert, if anybody must know. And, you know, I'm not going to say I'm a huge Def Leppard fan, but I do enjoy their music, the stuff that they're made famous for, let's be fair. Because in concerts, obviously, bands do songs that we just came out on an album recently, and then the songs that everybody knows. That's a marketing scheme. They say, look, if you like this stuff, you might like this stuff. Please go out and buy our album. I understand that. Excuse me. I understand that. Fine, whatever. But what happens is I sit there and I'm like, woo, yeah, rock all night. And then I'm jerking off to imaginary dicks for some fucking reason. And then there's some times where I just cross my arms and I just, nod my head. I'm like, this is a fucking good song. I don't know it, but I'm going to nod my head and listen to it. And at that point, there was something that I was really thinking about here. And that's, I'm having a good time. Like, even songs I didn't know, I see the lights going all over the place. I hear everybody screaming. There's this drunk chick in front of me that keeps hitting the back of her head on my kneecap, which I'm not complaining about because that's the closest that a woman's been to my dick for years right now. So I don't really have an issue with it. But I'm looking around and I'm feeling the atmosphere, and maybe it might be the alcohol. Maybe it might be the music. It might be a few things, but I don't think people are having enough happiness in their life. Now, don't get me wrong, in a political atmosphere that's going on right now, it's so easy to pick an echo chamber and just kind of go with it. I am a conservative myself, but I'm not going to say it's the conservative way or the highway. No, it's like if I meet a Democrat, someone from the opposite side who say, you know what, I don't like the way that you're thinking. I fucking hate it, actually. I hate your opinion right now, but you know what? You're a cool dude, and I still like you. I have met so many of those people in South Dakota. That's where I live in. South Dakota, it just seems like there's not an equal amount. It's mostly a conservative. It's mostly Republican. But you do come into some people who do talk shit about Trump, who do this and that, and you could definitely tell that they're not the same way as you are. But you know what they do? They say, oh, well, that's nice. I don't agree with you, but what do you think about this band? What do you think about this football team? What do you think about this soccer team? You know what they do? They go on with another fucking subject. And to be honest, I think that's what we need to do. This is not a look. Everyone has to be the same way. This isn't a socialist type thing, a communist type thing where everybody needs to think the same way I think or I'm not going to be friends with them. No, this is everybody can go out and see anybody do negative things. Let's be fair. I'm not going to lie. Everybody out there goes like, let's just take video games because I love video games. It's my thing. If you go out and go to a YouTuber, the most successful YouTubers are people who show rage. They just get fucking mad and they just scream into their microphone and they make weird face gestures because that's what gets views. Because everyone likes it. I'm not going to say the people who like it are stupid because they're not. It's funny. When you see somebody flipping the fuck out, it's like, you're so fucking mad, dude. Why are you mad? Why are you... It causes memes. People get memed over the entire thing. Oh my God, what are those names? Nostalgia Critic is one of them, but he's more movies, not video games. But somebody for video games would be Angry Joe. Perfect. Perfect explanation, Angry Joe. Angry Joe is the perfect guy who just he gets really mad and then he yells and then he points at the camera and he makes a weird face. And for some people that works. It worked for me for a little bit and then I don't know, I didn't get into him after that. After a while it's like, okay, Joe, just get into something else. I mean, come on. I understand that anger and yelling got you famous, but come on, just kind of do something else. And just because it got you famous, I'm not dissing it. Because being angry is funny. It's great. But there's so much anger out there. There's so much actual anger out there. There's so much... And I'm not going to try to be a hippie here and like, peace, man. It's so much peace. Who needs hatred when you have love? No. Most of the comedians I enjoy out there have to have a little bit of cynicism to them. Or else I just won't get it. The politically correct, the family-friendly ones, it's like, okay, yes, I understand that that's a joke, but I'm not having a good time. There's always time for cynicism, because cynicism is funny, in my opinion. But at the same time, I think that's why I like doing my reviews a little bit... I've talked to plenty of people who have seen it, and what they say is, oh, you talk in a very upward inflection. Like, your voice is always up here. Like, like you don't really care. And it's not that I don't care, but that's the kind of person that I am. I'm not going to lie. I am a happy man. You know the kind of guy that sits behind you in a car, and he's just doing... Like he's just belting out his heart. That's me. Like almost every fucking day. I see this all the time. Like the person's like, what the fuck is this guy doing behind me? I want to listen to what he's listening to because I'm listening to fucking Rush Limbaugh right here, and I'm not doing, yeah, Rush Limbaugh! Woo! Yeah, you talk about them Democrats! That doesn't happen. And when I have alcohol, it just accentuates the happiness. And for those of you out there who are so entrenched in, listen, I need to have negative cynicism. I need people to troll other people for me to get a laugh. That's fine, okay? That's good. It doesn't really matter to me. All I know is there's a time when I get fucking just down and dour about all the negativity out there. And if you really look, you don't even have to look really hard, to be fair. You can just be so bogged down by the negative like feels. Like, I'm gonna be open with everybody here. I don't know if it's gonna lose me or win me subscribers, because that's not really what I'm thinking right now. I'm just kind of thinking off the cuff here. I'm a kind of anti-social justice warrior kind of person. I fucking hate people who just say, gimme, 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 without me doing any work. And then I have to watch what I say because you are going to be offended by whatever I say. I mean, I hate that. And so obviously I watch people like Steven Crowder, Gavin McInnes, people who are like that, Sargon of Akkad, people who make fun of them. But I'm not even going to lie. If I had to do a marathon of Sargon of Akkad or Steven Crowder, I would probably kill my fucking self. Because you know what that does? It just encourages you thinking like, wow, this is my entire life. Because when you spend so much time on one thing, that's what you are. That's your entire fucking life. And to be fair, that's not the life I want. That's why I always kind of mix in other different things. Like I'm just going to go personally here. I got like Nightmind here, who's kind of he kind of looks at creepy stuff on the internet, which I fucking love. Horror stuff. I love it. If it's weird as shit, I will absolutely dig it. I'll eat it up with a spoon. But not only that, I'll watch JonTron, which he can get kind of yelly sometimes, but most of the time he just cracks jokes. And that's what I like. I like cracking jokes. I like people who crack jokes. I want to be one of those people. But what I do is I watch a couple of this side, I watch a couple from this side, and then it's right down the middle. Like, if you stick to one side, let's say the political side, no matter what spectrum you're on, social justice warrior or anti-social justice warrior, Democrat or Republican, it really doesn't matter. If you go to one side, your life is just going to be, I have to automatically look further into whatever this person is saying, because they might be trying to brainwash me subconsciously. You know how fucking crazy that sounds when someone's just trying to crack a joke? Or someone's just trying to say something and you're like, what does that mean though? What is what is woven in between the threads of what you're trying to say? You know how fucking crazy you sound right now? But that's all you think about. That's all you think about when you're with this side. But if you go over to this side, you're like, oh, life is roses. Life is beautiful. Life is a big plastic blow-up doll that I could fuck at any time. And life's not that way at all. Life will fuck you if you don't fuck it first. Okay? I'm being completely honest right here. Life is great. This is for all those people who are suicidal or just kind of depressed at this point. Life is good. Life is absolutely terrific. But life's not that great. It's such like a crazy percentage of up, down. Personally, that's been a lot of my life. A lot of my life, I thought, man, I have a girlfriend that I love. I have dogs that, even though they're kind of pieces of shit, I still love them. They give me so much happiness. Things are going well. I got like 2 more subscribers. My boss isn't yelling at me at work. Life is going good. And then a week later, things can change. But for anybody who is going through those down moments, it will always come back up. As long as you have the bravery and you have the balls to not give up as soon as something goes bad, you'll make it. And even though everything is falling apart around you, what you need to realize is you don't need to worry about any of that shit. You need to worry about it as individuals, not as a whole. Oh, great. My faucet's leaking in the bottom. Now I got to rip up all my carpet in my basement, and I got to replace it. Okay, that's one thing. Okay, for fuck's sake, the dog is pissed all over my couch. Now I got to soak it down, and I need to suck it back up. Okay, that's another thing. Don't think of it all as one huge clump. Think of it as, tomorrow I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do this. If I have more time, maybe I'll do both of them. But don't be like, oh, fuck. Obviously, life is shitting on me. Obviously, God hates me. What you got to do is forget all about it. If you need to have a drink to do that, have a drink. No one's stopping you unless you got to pick up kids or you got to go to work later on that day. You know, there's stipulations. But what I'm trying to say mostly here is life can be good if you make it good, right? What you need to do is you just need to calm down. Don't get so sucked in an echo chamber on one side or the other. It's about a mixture. You don't want to be a pussy grass-eating hippie, but you also don't want to be a cynical asshole who will not laugh at any joke no matter how funny it is. It's a combination. Think about an asshole dad. Asshole dad, he's hard as a rock. But you know what else is hard as a rock? His dick. And you know what else is not hard as a rock, so he can insert it into something? This nice, fleshy, grassy vagina right here. And they just go at it, and they just keep going at it. And they just keep going at it, and bam, bam, bam! There you are. That's the child that you're supposed to be. Right in the middle. But I don't want to talk too much about this. I just wanted to kind of get some stuff off my chest. A little bit of a commentary right here. And I hope you guys all have a great day. A great night. Great life. Remember, keep things on the up and up, not the down and down. And I know it's kind of shitty of me saying that because I like saying a lot of crude jokes and a lot of dark jokes, but that's that one part. That's the hard-ass dad part. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'll and inside everything, I got that grass pussy. The rock dick, the grass pussy.